Hey there, little White Walkers. Max Kevin here's Little Cutie Podcast is not too long. Well, I don't know about you guys, but looks like the whole internet's disappointed with last night's Game of Thrones episode. Me too. I'm disappointed. There was zero zombie dragon dick. I couldn't believe it either. Watch that whole 90-minute episode. Not one zombie dragon dick, man. Couldn't believe it. All that shit, It's like you invest time and money in these characters, and you wait 8 years for this show to, and finally have the dragon fights, and they never even zoom in once on the zombie dragon's dick. It's like, come on, man. Who's writing this show? Who's directing this crap, man? I mean, what's the point, really? What's the point of living? What's the point of living if you can't see any zombie dragon dicks on TV? So anyway, yeah, last night was Game of Thrones. That was pretty disappointing episode, huh? I don't know about you guys, but I mean, okay. First off, it's like, what the fuck am I even doing? It's like criticizing someone else's art. It's like this huge epic show that's been like that's become a cultural phenomenon. It's like, of course, it's never going to live up to the hype. It's never going to live up to the expectations and stuff. It's like, I mean, who am I to criticize? I couldn't make a show. I couldn't do that. But anyway, I'm about to criticize the whole episode, and it was weird because like the Battle of the Bastards, right, from like a couple years ago. That's got to be one of the greatest battles like in all of cinema history, including movies and stuff. That's one of the greatest battle scenes ever, right? And the guy who directed and the cinematography for that episode was doing this one too, so there was a lot of hype. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, this is gonna be even the next bet. It's gonna be better than the Battle of the Bastards," and it was just disappointing at every turn, man. It was just disappointing. It was just like, what's going on here? Why did they make that decision? That was kind of dumb. I mean, first, okay, let's just go with the characters not dying. It's like basically all the Dothraki, they all die. All the Unsullied, they all die. All of the armies, the whole armies in the north, they're all dead, except for the fucking 9 main characters. Somehow they all survive. I mean, the whole point of Game of Thrones was like, you get these fan favorite characters, and then you just fucking kill them. It's like, oh, you like this character? Oh, fucking later. So long for that. Oh, you think you're gonna be successful? Oh, you're fucking dead. And that episode would have been fine. Like, so Jorah, he's riding with the Dothraki guys, and it would have been fine if that's just how he died. You just never see him again, because that would have been a Game of Thrones scene. It's just like, oh, you like Jorah? Well, he's not even gonna get a good death. He just fucking vanishes with the Dothraki. Later, bro. Take the bus back. And same thing with Grey Worm, right? He's sitting there. He gets it's like a wave of zombies, like 2 stories tall. A wave of zombies just like lands and straight in front of him, and he doesn't die from that. Somehow he lives. It doesn't make any sense, man. He should have they should have just killed him off like that, like real quick. If both those characters should have just died and just never been mentioned again, It's like, I get they want to give him some like epic death ending, but it's just like that's modern TV producers. That's not what Game of Thrones was all about, Game of Thrones is all about just like, oh, later. Oh, you like this character? Later, bro. He's fucking dead. That would have been much better if the characters just died. There were so many points where like they're about to die. Like the guy with the fire sword, Dondarrion or whatever. He's like, the Hound and Arya are like running into this room, and he's blocking off the hallway and getting stabbed like 100 times. And then the next scene, he's like walking in the door. Well, how did he get there? The scene before that, they were stabbing him. How did he get in the door? Where the zombies just disappeared? Doesn't make any sense. There's so many scenes like that where it's just like all the characters are about to die, and then the scene just cuts. And then the next scene, they're alive again. It's like a miracle happened off screen. All these characters. I mean, it's fine if they didn't want to make. I thought half the characters were gonna die. Before the episode started, me and my friends were all like, okay, how many main characters are gonna live after this, you know? And basically only the fucking from side characters die. That's fucking boring, bro. But it's like, if you don't want the main characters to die, that's fine, you know? Just don't write them in situations where they need a miracle to survive, and then you don't even show that miracle, and then you just cut to the next scene and they're alive again. What is that? That's just shit writing, man. That's just, so disappointing. So disappointing, you know? And then the fucking Night King guy there, it's like, he didn't, I mean, the whole fucking, how did he not, he didn't see Arya? Okay. I mean, how fucking better would it have been if, like, instead of all the other main characters being in the main castle keep fighting to their death, they all get pushed back. And so they're all pushed back into the werewood with Bran trying to defend them, right? And they're fighting the White Walkers. You know, the White Walkers didn't even do shit. They just sat on their fucking horses. And they made the storm come by. You didn't even get to see them fight at all. So what were they doing the whole time? They're just hanging out. They're just hanging out in the back, just like, yeah, we're just making a little blizzard. We don't feel like fighting anybody. You know, that would have been so much epic. It's like, if they're all in the werewood and all the main characters are fighting the White Walkers, and the Night King just like fucking stabs some main character, you know, fucking Grey Worm's back, and Night King just beheads him and just keeps walking towards Bran or whatever. And then like all of a sudden, you know, or the Hound, right? He's like the Hound is fighting him. And the Melisandre lady's using her fire magic to blow all these guys away, and it's like, it's all a big epic fight, and then maybe by some miracle, you know, with the Hound like chopping at the knees, and the fire lady shooting a fireball, Arya's able to like jump off the tree and then stab him, right? That would have been much cooler, and you would have seen all of them working together, and you would have seen them fighting the White Walkers, instead of that just fucking, oh, I'm just gonna waltz in here, do-do-do, do-do-do, I'm just gonna take my time, do-do-do, do-do-do. Oh, where'd that girl come from? She was inside the last time we saw her, and now she's fucking out here. Oh, you know, I don't know. I mean, I guess they kind of established that she could, like, sneak around when she was in the library. But that whole sequence didn't really make any sense either, you know? It's like, she still had her weapon with her. Why'd she get all scared all of a sudden? That didn't make any sense, you know? I don't know, the whole thing. The whole thing is just like the characters were acting out of character and just fucking, they're in these just dumb situations. It's like, man. Man. And they just killed the Night King with that dagger. It's like, I get the dagger. It's like the full circle with the dagger. But in the books, it's like, he can't be killed. Like, that was the thing, you know? I think, the dragon lady, she sprays him with the fire, right? And he's like, don't hurt me, bitch. I'm made of ice. Your dragon fire's fucking shit. You know, he just smiles, keeps walking. Like, that was cool. That was like, when I was thinking, I was like, oh shit. They gotta stab him with the Lightbringer sword, you know? That's in the books. Azor Ahai. He's the second guy. He's the prince that was promised. He's gonna get the Lightbringer sword, you know? But like that whole storyline, they're just like, yeah, we don't need that. They just threw it away. And that's the fucking main storyline of the whole goddamn show, of the whole books. You know, it's like in the Matrix. Neo is the one. You know, and it's like this Game of Thrones is like, we don't need the one. We could still do the Matrix, but without the one, we'll just throw that away, you know? And like that's what they did. They threw away the main, I don't know what to call it, you know? But the main savior is just not even part of the story at all. So I was hoping like the Night King would actually like just fucking kill Bran. And then I don't know, somehow they'd escape on the dragon or something, and then he'd just keep going south. And then, like, the final episode would be them, like, at King's Landing fighting. But it's like, he's already dead? This is the middle of this third show? It's like, but he was supposed to be the last boss, you know? He's not the second to last boss. He's the last boss. Cersei's going to be the last boss, but she's not even fucking... She's just a little bitch. She's just a little whiny bitch, you know? It's like, come on, man. You can't make the second to last boss the Night King and the last boss? It's like, what? It's like you're playing Final Fantasy VII... and you kill Sephiroth on disc 1, and then disc 3, you're just like, Rufus is the last boss? That's not how Final Fantasy VII works, alright? God, man. I don't know. I mean, what kind of life am I living if I'm just, you know, disappointed on fantasy TV shows, you know what I mean? Fucking loser life, that's what I'm doing now. But, I don't know, I just can't, I don't understand, man. It's like the fan theories about what was happening, but it's so much cooler than what actually happened, you know? It's like all the fans' theories were way cooler than, like Bran didn't even do anything. People are thinking, oh, he's gonna warg into the fucking elephants or whatever, you know? But, he didn't do shit. He just sat there like a little fat boy. He's like, oh, you're coming to kill me now? Oh, okay. I got all these magic powers, but I'm not gonna use any of them. Oh. And the fucking Night King didn't even get to draw his sword, man. Just that goddamn prop. So much wasted potential, man. You know, it's like, I remember, it's like Diablo 3, you know? Diablo 3. I don't know if you guys play that game. That game was so disappointing because, like, my whole idea of what was going to happen in that game was much cooler than the actual thing. And I think, like, games and movies are awesome when they exceed your expectations, you know? It's like when stuff happens in the game or the movie, it's like, wow, I didn't even imagine this. This is cooler than I could have imagined. You know, that's when we're really blown away by stuff. But when stuff is less than what you could imagine, it's like, this episode cost $100 million, huh? It's kind of worse than I could have imagined, you know? I don't know, it's just kind of disappointing, you know? When things are worse off than my imagination, you know, it's kind of like when you go you're going like on a Tinder date, you know? And you look at the girl's picture and you're like, oh man, I wonder what she looks like naked, you know? And then you go meet her and she's just like 100 pounds heavier. And you're just like, oh God. I still wonder what she looks like naked. I like pushing the chub. Yeah, baby. Anyway, enough with my fat fucking fantasies. Thanks for listening. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow.